When you fail educationally, it means that you don't stand a chance to succeed in life. You're limiting yourself. You are a human being. God created you in his image and likeness. He gave you so much of a capacity. You're like a co-creator with God right now. Trust me, because you can conceive things. God can use you in this earth to conceive very great ideas and bring it to reality. So if you fail educational wise, it's not the end of the world. Parents, let's orientate our children properly. Most of these parents that even scold their children when they come back with failed results, I can bet you most of them have never really sat down to talk these children what it means to fail and how they should perceive failure. How to handle it.
GCE exams being released, and then many students committing suicide.
Okay, thank you very much for handing me the mic. Well, I'll first of all start by saying that we are sending out our condolences to all the families involved. You know, if you lost a child within this period, we say accept our heartfelt condolences. And for those of them that are still battling for their lives, we can only pray that may God grant you the grace to recover soon enough, or fast, or a quick recovery, better still. And now getting into this topic, now when it comes to suicide related to failure, which is geared towards maybe you not passing your exams, I think that this has been something that this is not the first time it's happening. This time around, it may just be so alarming, and it's not just in our Cameroonian communities as well. We've heard about stories of students taking their lives because they failed exams, and so. So in a nutshell, I want to say that I think it really just boils down to mindset, orientation. Your orientation. How do you see failure? Yeah. To you, what is failure?
Thank you.
Yeah. To some people, failure is a death sentence. To some people. They feel like if you failed, it's a death sentence. Like it's not worth it.
Life
you did not meet up. Life is over. You have failed. You have failed. It could be in an exam. It could be a failed marriage. It could be in many aspects, because failure comes in different aspects of life. Now we are talking about exams particularly. Like in my opinion, once a child is below 18, most of the responsibilities of their well-being and care should be on the parent. Even legally, if they commit a crime below the age of 18, the parent has a big role or responsibility to bear in their behavior, because they are considered minors, and you're the one who is in charge of them as parent. It's true that we are in a society where, like she's saying, we are in an age where, you know, the fast age, the social media age, every child wants to just go with the trend and do a lot of things. So there are children that their parents have tried all they can, but they are still getting out of hands of that age. But I feel like a parent, you should always have an urge over a child who is below 18. Yeah, we have some cases like that are exceptional. We hear them going to Boston Institute and all of that. But on a normal rate, like normally a parent should be on the urge. Now, an 18-year-old, you can't really, or below 18, I don't think they really fully understand what failure is. They may look at it so negative, but as an adult, in a shallow way, they may look at failure in a shallow way. But you as a parent, what is your own ideology or mentality about failure? That is the question. When the child comes back with a failed result, do you just beat and make the child feel like it's the end of the world? When you do that, you're not doing them any good, because as well, you're passing a message to them that failure should be like a death sentence, or failure is unacceptable. Now, we know of cases of very prominent and successful people in history who would stand and attest to the fact that failure is not the end of the world. It just depends on the way you're looking at it. It depends on your mindset. Failure could just be a stepping stone to better things for you.
And that exam is not as well a true test of knowledge.
Yeah, exam is not even the true test of knowledge. Look at people like Thomas Edison. Before he created the bulb light, it's a famous case we all know that I'm citing. He says he says he failed, or it is said that he failed 1,000 times. That he made 1,000 attempts to achieve creating the bulb, the light bulb. And if he gave up just by first or second attempt, would he have achieved his aim or the end result?
I think even
not at all.
Bill Gates went through.
There are people like Bill Gates. There are people even like Mark Zuckerberg that we are all on Facebook today, thanks to him, that we can attest that it is said that those are school dropouts. So education is one aspect that is important in life, no doubt. But when you define your entire being
around education,
around educational failure, not even just education in its entirety, because formal education is different. People like Zuckerberg, we can't say they don't educate themselves. They educate themselves on what they are doing, and they're succeeding in it. So, but when you limit yourself to educational success, or you think that when you fail educationally it means that you don't stand a chance to succeed in life, you're limiting yourself. You are a human being. God created you in his image and likeness. He gave you so much of a capacity. You're like a co-creator with God right now. Trust me, because you can conceive things. God can use you in this earth to conceive very great ideas and bring it to reality. So if you fail educational wise, it's not the end of the world. Parents, let's orientate our children properly. Most of these parents that even scold their children when they come back with failed results, I can bet you most of them have never really sat down to taught these children what it means to fail and how they should perceive failure. How to handle it. If a child comes back and fail, I'm sure that as a parent you may not be happy because of the resources, the money you've put in and all of that. Need to start talking to our children, giving them the right counsel, advising them, orientating them, educating them in life. As a parent, your duty is not just to pay school fee. Your duty is not just to get angry and scold at the child because they failed a result. Sit them down and give them the necessary life lessons, from their education to every other thing that concerns their growth and all of that. Success in life, we know that is at the core part of every human being. Everybody wants to be a success. Likewise, every parent wants to see their children a success. But do you think that they will succeed accidentally? Success doesn't come accidentally. You must be there to coach them, to talk to them, to caution them that, look, this is how failure is. You will fail many times in your life, not just with an exam. There are many other things you fail at. But the important thing is, what is your mindset? How do you see failure? You could allow failure to just be a stepping stone where you step on to get to the top. Or you could let it be a tumbling block where it stops you. So I think that parents shouldn't blame children, and I don't know, we shouldn't blame these kids.
Yes.
Because we're not giving them the right orientation. They shouldn't just, they are not magicians to read your mind or to know that automatically failure is not something completely bad or it's not a death sentence. You need to coach them. If you don't educate and coach them, how do you think they'll know? That's the question.
Thank you very much, Mercy.